In this lesson, we'll cover our structural reinforcement settings. We can find the settings for structural reinforcement on the Structure tab of the ribbon, and then in the Reinforcement panel, there's a drop-down. If you click that drop-down arrow, you'll see the three setting areas for structural reinforcement. The first area, Rebar Coverage Settings, basically allows us to add, remove, or modify any of the coverage settings. So let's go ahead and click on that to view these settings. Here you can see a list of all the different settings based on description and the coverage area. You can add to this list, you can delete from the list, and you can duplicate. Some elements can't be deleted based upon where they're developed or what they are. Click OK on the bottom. Click the Reinforcement drop-down again, and the second entry down is our Reinforcement settings. This is where we can set parameters, abbreviations, and other elements for annotation and tagging. Go ahead and click the Reinforcement settings. Here you have different categories or groups you can look at the settings for. General is basically just general tagging and annotation settings. We also have rounding capabilities where you can round basic elements such as bar length, rounding and setting your increments, and also for fabric reinforcement as well, setting your various dimensions. Presentation is what you want to show within the view. Area reinforcement are basic parameters, abbreviations, or tags. Likewise for path reinforcement. Click OK. Click the Reinforcement drop-down again. The last entry is Reinforcement numbers. This basically allows you to control the sequence for partitioning of rebar and fabric sheets. It allows you to produce gaps or create gaps within the sequence itself. Go ahead and click Reinforcement numbers. Here we can actually set how we would like our numbering schemes to work and where we would like them to start with. We can also include or not include gaps. Click OK. So as a review, in this lesson, we looked at structural reinforcement settings. We looked at the different areas of reinforcement, and we looked at the settings for the structural reinforcement in three different areas that are defined on the Reinforcement panel of the Structure tab.